Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another video. I hope everyone's doing well. So I've got a new guitar. It's part of Fender's new Noventa series. Noventa meaning 90 in Spanish. It's a fucking Strat with P90s. Let's go. Not the guitar that I thought that I needed, but now that it's here, it's not leaving. Let's take a closer look. I'm pretty struck by the color already. I've got it plugged in, running into my computer with the Neural DSP SLO100 plugin. Let's play around with it, see how it sounds, get some first impressions. They're so noisy, but so raw. They're like the guests you take to a dinner party and they treat every dish like a finger food. And I mean, people sleep on P90s for high gain. I will say that these Fender ones aren't too impressive when it comes to note clarity and high gain. Like compared to a Seymour Duncan P90, the notes tend to get kind of mushed together. Works with big power chords though. Big reason why I like Fender guitars. Their modern C is just like the Goldilocks neck shape. Like, especially with the satin finish, feels super quick. I think anybody can pick up and play this. I'm not gonna lie, riffing out on this thing is a ton of fun. I mean, it's pretty much what it says on the tin. It feels like playing a Strat with P-Noventas. It does pinch harmonics pretty good too. Build quality seems good. We've got some slightly rolled fingerboard edges. All the frets are flush with the fingerboard. You know what? It feels very similar to my Player Series Strat in terms of like the neck and the fretwork and everything. Makes sense. It's also a made in Mexico Fender. And that sounded surprisingly good for high gain too. So I'm kind of wondering how this bridge sounds compared to the bridge in the Player Tele. Forgot how fun this guitar was too. So I have to listen back to the recorded tracks, but in the room at least, it sounds like the Tele is more articulate, whereas the Noventa is far more aggressive, which checks out. I mean, even the physical size of the Noventa is so much bigger than the Tele bridge. Got a thicker magnet with 2 C's, know what I'm saying? Doesn't sound bad considering that the strings are about half a century old. Okay, one of the first things I'm noticing besides the neck though is that thank God they've moved the volume pot from the traditional Strat position to lower down. The position of the volume knob and how it's so close to the bridge is one of my biggest pet peeves about traditional Strats. So yeah, pretty cool guitar. So let's hear what it sounds like in the context of a full produced mix. Then I'll meet you back here for my final thoughts on the Fender Noventa Strat. Let's do it. Alright, so just a few final thoughts. I mean, it's a production Fender with P90s. That alone is the main selling point, and it's a big one. Usually Fender shapes with P90s, that's more of like a parts caster thing, and you'll find P90s in a lot of Gibson style shapes, but the longer 25.5-inch scale length here means you get that mean, raw, throaty P90 tone with a more twangy sound. And P90s are so fun. They're almost a complete rejection of any developments we've made in pickup technology over the decades. They're not refined, even compared to Strat style singles. They're noisy as hell, but god damn do they have a bite to them. And the clean sound is amazing too. In terms of the finish, I really didn't think I was gonna like this one from the website stock photos compared to the other more vintage Fender inspired colors in Daphne Blue and Surf Green. Love pastels. Red guitars, usually not my thing. But Fender have done a great job here. Black pickguard, black P90, stained transparent red with a dark fingerboard. It's very reminiscent of a Les Paul Jr., which might be kind of the point. It's only missing like the black headstock, which would have been really cool. But while the colors on this one are slightly Gibson-esque, the feel and playability is pure Fender. Alder body, modern C-shaped maple neck, super round 9.5-inch fingerboard radius, 21 medium jumbo frets. Not sure why they didn't go for 22. I mean, they've got the room, but we move. Even that big traditional bolt-on block, unfortunately. And these are the specs found across the entire line. The single P90 Tele and the insane triple P90 Jazzmaster. And that 1-2-3 theme Tele Strat Jazzmaster, that's pretty cool. Quality-wise, absolutely no complaints. Yeah, like, the end. That's really all I can say. The fretwork is great, no sharp ends, no dead spots. The hardware, the hardtail bridge feels solid enough. For some reason, Fender included a trem arm in the box. Don't know why. Cool bonus, I suppose. The tuners caught me off guard because they're pretty crooked with each other, not something I expect from Fender. But functionality-wise, everything was all good. Just one of those weird little things that happens with import-level guitars sometimes. But in general, made in Mexico Fenders continue to be some of the best value per dollar buys on the guitar market. They're kind of in that perfect place where the guitar is great as is, but you also don't feel bad about modding it later down the road to make it your own with things like locking tuners, or maybe the new Fluence P90s would be perfect for this guitar. They've also gotten particularly good at rounding the fingerboard edges for a more played-in feel. It's something they do on a lot of their US custom shop models. That was the inspiration for a lot of other companies to start doing it on their imports, but Fender has got the experience and it really shows. And I like how Fender continues to offer nice, high-quality gig bags, even for their sub-$1,000 guitars. That's not something most brands, even the big ones, do in 2021. It's not overly done. The guitar feels both new and like coming home to an old friend at the same time. And this guitar is like a perfect representation of Fender's attitude in 2021. Like, yes, they still do all the classics you expect them to. They're classics for a reason. There will always be demand for traditional Fender Stratocasters and Telecasters, but that's not the entirety of their product catalog. They've always been good at experimenting with other ideas. Not all of them have been hits. Last couple of years, though, they've really hit their stride in terms of balance, taking their highly recognizable shapes and pulling inspiration from both contemporary sources and their long and storied history to create a diverse product lineup that's got a lot to offer to a lot of people. Like the Parallel Universe and Alternate Reality series added a ton of interesting, unique models. The Roasted Maple Contemporary series on the affordable Squire side, bringing the stability of Roasted Maple to the mainstream. This Noventa series, affordable factory P90 equipped Fenders. It's modern, it's interesting, but still very Fender in terms of identity and in terms of quality. Anyways, point is, I really like my new guitar. It's really good. So if you enjoyed this video, let's appease the algorithm gods together. Hit the like button, comment down below. These are just my opinions, but I'd love to know what you think. Thanks Fender for letting us check this out together and for sponsoring the video. Won't be selling this one, but if you want to check out others like it, I'll leave some links in the description. And thanks to Kramer for doing a great job on the demo track. Social media, merch, and Discord server links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I'll see you for the next video.